3, 2, 1. Action!
That's a cut, okay.
The last session is about a troubled man played by Michael Evans who kidnaps his therapist played by Nadim Ali and drags him into the woods and threatens him to perform a final therapy session, hence the last session.
So I play Andrew in the last session, and he is someone who has been asked to go to therapy because of some issues with his work that have come up, and he sees a therapist, Paul, who's played by Nadim.
So in the last session, I played Dr. Paul Singh, a therapist who works at the same company that Michael's character works at. He is empathetic, but distant. His parents wanted a lot out of him in life, and he often has a sense when he's working as a therapist that he's not entirely sure if that's what he actually wants to do. And that, in a way, acts as a bit of a foil for Michael's character.
I've been working with Yoko on films for quite a while now, since middle school, maybe 12 or 13 years. Yeah, we just can't quit each other. I don't know what to say. He always brings his A game. He's put a lot on the line for all of his films. This, because it's our first feature, there's a lot of expectation that everyone's going to hustle, and I think we all are hustling, and it's going to be great. It's nice to be out here with him doing something big, you know, doing a feature.
So working with Yoko Higuchi on this feature has been quite the journey. Overall with him, it's a very communicated effort, so it's very team-oriented. Yoko is very headstrong, so and ambitious, and I really respect that about Yoko. That's something to truly admire, honestly.
He's the guy with the vision, the man with the plan, and he's someone who's very focused. He knows what shot he wants. A very visual director. One of the things that I like about working with Yoko too is that he lets you have a lot of input into how exactly the scene is going to play out. That's one of the things I appreciate about Yoko is that he knows what he wants and chases that vision.
Michael I've worked with for a very long time. I've known him since middle school, and ever since then we've been doing films, and it's been a long creative process where he's been acting and co-writing some of our projects, and in this particular project he is the main actor and also the co-writer of the film. Working with Michael is great. He's the kind of actor who can take direction very, very well. Instantly, if I give him a note, he can do it. And he's such an actor of great dramatic depth. His ability to understand the script and understand the character is, I think, something that I don't take for granted. It's a very important thing for an actor to truly understand and get in the mindset of the character. Nadim Ali is also somebody that I worked with for a very long time. I've known him since high school, and ever since then he's been one of the main founding people behind Resistance Pictures, and he, as well as Michael, are just fantastic actors throughout. And what's special about Nadim is I think he's such a very sensitive, emotional actor, and he's more than up to the task to play this role.
Working with Nadim has been great. We work together on a lot of stuff. We keep getting paired up together, so clearly we're doing something right. Yeah, he's great. He always goes for it. I think he's great. Working with him has been a joy, and we are friends too, so there's a lot of, measured, professional fun to be had on the set.
Michael Evans is also one of those people who, because we go way back, there's a very established and comfortable rapport that we have working together. We have this chemistry when we act together that we've been able to explore in some short films that we've done before, and I still don't know where that's going, but I like exploring it. Michael is someone who, he studies his characters. He's very focused. He brings in a very everyman energy onto the sets. It also helps that, he and I are friends, and we're able to use our friendship to help develop that acting chemistry together.
So I co-wrote this project, the last session, with Yoko. He came up with the idea originally, and he pitched it to me, and when he did, I was very nervous originally because there are some sensitive topics, some sensitive themes, therapy, trauma in the film. We had to kind of play a bit of a dance navigating those things, making sure that it was about two characters. It's a lot of fun to write. There was a lot of rewriting that had to be done to fit some last-minute inspiration. It's been very much a living script. So it's definitely been a ride. I thought we were going to write it and be finished, but it has been fun to make it better and better as we go.
So we have faced almost every challenge known to man on set. it wouldn't be a proper set if we didn't have a problem. And I look forward to these challenges every day. Like if we have to figure out how we're gonna shoot the scene, light the scene, block the sun, get the effect down, how we can get sound to work properly. I communicate so that we can make sure that we solve these problems as efficiently and fast as possible.
It's been mostly unforeseeable problems that have affected the film, but for the most part, the actors, the crew have all been fantastic to work with. I haven't had a problem with a single person on set. These guys are passionate people who come to set knowing what they're doing, passionate to be here.
So Yoko did ask me to watch a few different things to prepare for the role, a couple other films and TV shows. I watched Alien, I watched Taxi Driver, which was sort of, I think that was the key one, was Taxi Driver. Mindhunter, Breaking Bad, there was a Ben Affleck Batman clip that I watched. I also remember watching, just on a lark, because it was on Netflix, Nightcrawler around the time. It was a composite performance, and Nadeem, I know, got a couple things too he got to work with.
One of the things that also helped me get into character was watching a few episodes of Mindhunter. Holden Ford, he carries this tone of, I'm going to choose my words carefully, I'm going to think about what I say before I say it, but at the same time, I'm going to allow myself to be vulnerable, which helped out so much, especially with these forest scenes.
So far, being on the set of Last Session has been incredible. It's obviously been very, very stressful on me as the director, but in the end, it's been such a rewarding process of working with these great actors and these great talented crew people that I've worked with for years now. You know, Michael I've worked with for years, Nadeem I've worked with for years, Darren, Chris, these guys are all amazing guys, and I can't wait to work with them on other projects. I can't thank them enough. It's been truly an amazing process so far.
Overall, my experiences on set has been almost no different from any other experiences from set, but the one thing that sets it apart is that it is a feature, and so that there's a lot more importance in it, I feel.
It has felt very communal. Like, it feels like, yeah, we're taking this seriously, taking this professionally, we're giving this our all, we're making this the one, but it's nice to do it with friends. I think that's what I'd say is the takeaway.
This film is going to do a lot for, I think, everyone involved. We've done so many short films. When I think back to the first projects that we've done, it feels like the next huge step forward. And I am excited to see how this goes.
My hope for the Last Session is that, you know, obviously we are aiming for a festival run for the film, and once it's complete, I would love for it to go into competition. Obviously, we are still not completely done with the film, and there's still a lot of post-production stuff that we have to work on. So I do hope that this is a stepping stone for all of us. We've obviously worked on a lot of short films in the past. It's been over 10 years running. We've all been doing small little projects ever since we were in middle school. It began as you know, a light hobby where we all would hang out and film like these dumb little skits, but that turned into a more professional interest where we all wanted to become filmmakers, and I think this is our first big step into becoming professional filmmakers, is making this big feature film. And I hope that the Last Session will propel our careers forward, and all of us as artists to fine-tune our skills and our talents to create bigger and better projects.
That's a wrap.
You must be confused, Doctor.
What's on your mind, Andrew?
You know, I almost missed that little catchphrase of yours, Doctor. What's in my mind? You. And technically, this.
What are you talking about, Andrew? Why am I here, Andrew?
Because I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you what you tried to kill. You know what happened there, don't you, Doctor?
gonna be a good project, okay? This is gonna be amazing, all right? And if you don't believe that, if you don't believe in Yoko Higuchi's vision, I don't know what to tell you. Nick, Nick, you can't do it, Nick. You can't do it, Nick. I need a moment.